Hello to the nation. Hello to the nation, Dr. PlayStation Nation here to talk to you guys in a Redstone world. Today, we are going to be talking about the top Minecraft machines episode 4. Before we get started, I want to mention a few quick things. One, guys, it does take a while to compile these episodes or compile the machines for these episodes, so make sure you guys slam that like button down below and share this on, Twitter, whatever you guys would like to do to show other people these amazing contraptions and such. All the credit for the designers and builders will be in the description, as well as secondary, if you guys would like, you guys can come join my server. It will be in the description, mcwarside.com. And you guys can try out these contraptions on our various servers, whether that's factions, prison, or even poverty craft. You guys can build these things and they're going to help you out a ton. So the information for that will be in the description. But anyway, without further ado, let's get started. So we are going to move from right to left, against what you'd normally do, and we're going to be going from more simple contraptions, so the most simple ones, to the most difficult ones. So this is how we're going to do it. So this is the slime block elevator by the Cloud Entertainment. So this is a pretty cool idea. I decided to put all of these in sort of the system that you would use them. So in this case, you're looking around this tree and it's like, oh, okay, there's not much going on, and then you see this trap door, which enables you to sort of hide your base. In here you could hide this base. This could be an entire huge underground base. All you guys need to do is you simply run forward, activate the switch, and you are out. So it works pretty much all the time. I had slight issues at the beginning, but once you figure out that you just need to run up and pretty much jump at a kind of similar time, and falling back down, even if you aren't in game mode, will not hurt you because you're landing on a slime block. So say you do mess it up, that doesn't really matter. And also, with servers becoming more and more popular that you can actually claim your land, simply this door right here will protect your base from being invaded on if somebody, somehow looks around and notices this door here, because in most cases you won't. You can also put, if you guys would like to protect it as well, you guys could do something like, let's get a green carpet. You guys can do something like this, and boom, and now it's even more inconspicuous, especially if this was in the middle of a forest. You most likely wouldn't notice that that was there. So it's a good way to hide your base and kind of have just a cool secret base, even if it's not about being hidden. So anyway, moving on from that one, we're going to go to the next one. This one is the automatic charcoal machine by Funkcraft. So this one's actually pretty cool. I tried to modify it to make it level, because what I really wanted was I wanted a chest to be here, as well as a trap chest to be here, and be able to throw your wood in there and do stuff like that. So I didn't end up, successfully modifying it, just because of the principles that this thing works on. Oh, and also I forgot to mention, this is how this one works. It's very simple. This is a 1.8, machine that you guys can do, and a slime block on top of a sticky piston with some repeaters going into it. So you go here, and there you go. And I wasn't running into it, so I didn't really get a good takeoff. But as you guys can see, boom, you run, you take off, there you go. So now on to the second machine. You're going to have the automatic charcoal machine by Funkcraft, guys. So this is a pretty cool machine. I wanted to modify this originally so that the wood would go in here and the charcoal would be right here next to it in a trap chest. I didn't end up modifying it like that just because of the principles it works on. But as you guys can see, you're going to put your wood into this chest. It's going to go down into this hopper here, then go into the furnace. So ideally you would want, a ton of different stacks of various types of wood and stuff like that. So, whenever you go, just breaking wood, you'll get this charcoal. It's going to burn the charcoal, and then it's going to put it into this guy right here. Now the reason why this chest cannot be level with that is because it's pulling out from here and putting it into the furnace. So I could have done it a different way, which would have enabled me to be able to just do this normally, but this is the much more simplistic model, and most likely foolproof. I haven't seen this thing get gunked up, but anyway, this is how you're gonna build it. You guys are gonna build it, you guys are gonna need 3 chests. You guys are gonna also need 4 hoppers. So you need 4 hoppers. You're gonna need 2 droppers. Okay, so these are both droppers, both facing upwards, and you guys are obviously going to need a furnace, a comparator, repeater, redstone, and a block. You're gonna set it up like this. Make sure this is on 4-tick delay, or else your machine will just get stuck. And then, as you guys can see, pretty much what's happening, furnace makes the charcoal gets pushed out into this dropper, it then gets activated to push it up into this chest, and then it's going to go back into this hopper unless the hopper is full, as you guys can see. And once the hopper is, if I throw some more wood in here, once the hopper is full, it'll start just filling up this chest with charcoal. So that's how it's going to work. This is a pretty nifty machine, especially if you're in a forest or something similar, where you get a ton of different woods. Or you could hook this up in tandem with a automatic tree farm, and then you guys will automatically be able to make charcoal from your automatic tree farm. So being able to turn, you know, saplings and bone meal into charcoal would be great. Anyway, moving on to now the final machine, guys, and this is going by pretty quickly. This is our most complicated machine, and this is the Stop and Go Sorter by Zombichu. The links for all of these will be in the description, so you can check out the respective videos, as well as the link to download this world in the description. I'm not going to be doing builds of each of these in particular, but this world will be available in the description. You guys can come and check this out and be able to build them in your own world. So I destroyed all of the blocks that are unnecessary in all of this. This really isn't that big, and it looks more complicated than it actually is. So this is tileable. This is a tileable thing that you guys can do, and pretty much what it's going to do is say, for instance, you're like, okay, I want to get a cart. Imagine this was down in your mine shaft. So you have, you know, a ton of strip mines going out underground, and you had this sitting there. What you'd be able to do is, let's turn it off, so you'd be able to walk up to it and be like, oh, okay, you know, I have however many diamonds that I found, so, you know, say half a stack. You have a 10 of iron. I've set it up to work with iron ingots, but you can let it work with iron ore, which would probably make way more sense. And then basically, you wouldn't need to worry. So say there's a bunch of other crap in there as well, you could also fill this thing up with crap, and then one of these guys, each of these things would just siphon out the crap. So pretty much this siphons out the iron, then it's going to siphon out the gold, then it's going to siphon out the diamonds, and then it's going to run it into this cactus, which is going to destroy it and pick up all the leftover stuff. But you could also make one of these things that will take everything remaining, which would be cool. So anyway, we're going to throw this in there, and then we're going to send it on its way. What it's going to happen is it's going to stop on each one of these hoppers and siphon out the proper things. As you guys can see, boom, it's filling up with all the iron. Now that it's done, it's going to go and start emptying out all of the gold, and then finally it's going to start emptying out all of the diamonds. So if we just wait for this to go through its final step, it should be done in a couple seconds, and here we go. It's going to go on its way, and then it's going to start siphoning out the diamonds. Once the diamonds are complete, it's going to run right into this cactus, break into a chest and a minecart, and then fall into the hoppers, and you'll be able to put chests down there if you'd also like to do that. And then as you guys can see, boom, now we got 2 minecarts, 2 chests. And yeah, so that is pretty much how this thing works. And how does this actually work? Well, pretty much the cart is going to pick up some speed and fly right onto here. Once it hits this, this comparator is going to get activated, turning off this redstone torch, turning off this redstone torch, unpowering this. Once those become unpowered, pretty much it's going to start siphoning out the blocks. Underneath here, you need to make sure that this hopper is filled up with 22 items, so a stack of 18, and then 4 individual items, as you guys can see here. Same thing, as you guys can see here, same thing. So you can use diamond ore, iron ore, gold ore, ingots, whatever you guys would like, and then put your items there. And then basically what's going to happen is once it's finished, it's going to, also this is a furnace with 1 item in it, just to make sure that it subtracts 1 item from that. So when there's 1 item remaining, it's going to set off all of this sort of stuff, which is going to end with this monostable hopper dropper monostable circuit, basically activating this piston for 1 tick, and then boom, or sorry, for 2 ticks, boom, it's going to push it onto its way onto the next one. So all of these things pretty much operate independently from each other. As you can see, they're not really connected by any redstone, so you can just continue tile this for pretty much every item in the entire game of Minecraft. You can do any item that you guys can really think of that you'd be mining, and it would work out pretty good. I think it's definitely something interesting to do, and I would certainly like to put this into my game. And also, if you guys are wondering, you can also make these hoppers lead, so it's going to drop into these hoppers here. You can also make those lead into chests, and then you'll be able to put in more items. So this chest should be here, and this chest will be here, and then, oh, I guess not there, this chest will be there. And then it'll empty the items out into them. Right now they are set, or right now they're stopped, so they're actually paused because there's a redstone signal going into them. But if we were to send another cart, it would start sending the items in. So anyway, as you guys can see, boom, should have allowed one item. Oh, no, I guess it didn't. But if there was an item in there, then it would be pushing them into the chest. So anyway, hopefully you guys did enjoy this. If you guys did, remember to slam that like button down below. This one is by far probably my favorite, but this isn't for everyone. I'm sure it probably confused a lot of you guys what exactly is happening here. But if you guys download this map, you guys will be able to throw it into your single player and fully understand sort of the mechanics as to what's going on. But anyway, hopefully you guys did enjoy. Slam that like button if you guys did enjoy. Make sure you check out the other episodes. That's the other thing I forgot to mention. This is the episode 4. There's 3 other episodes that you guys can go check out. Episode 1 being by far my most popular. Episode 2 also pretty popular. And episode 3 having some really great 1.7 contraptions that you guys can do that'll still work in Minecraft 1.8. So anyway, again, hopefully you did enjoy. I am the Doctor, and I am out. Bye!